That nigga cooking missing teen dead body was found. Is Tesla? What? Oh hell no! What the fuck? The fuck? Hold on, nigga.
What's poppin', y'all? We covered this one.
I don't know why this shit be doing that, bro. The fuck is going on with the display capture? Oh, it's because I got a new fucking monitor, nigga. The fuck? Should be blowing me. Okay. All right, nigga. Let's see what's going on.
What's poppin', y'all? We covered this when it first happened, and that
Let's see what's
is
going
the
on.
body that was found in David's Tesla, impounded into a lot in LA. While
this is for real.
he was on tour. This was really weird, and it was a Tesla too, and I had so many questions about it. None of it made sense to me. I didn't jump to the conclusion that he had caught a body or was going to catch a body, but I said, like, how is your Tesla not reported stolen? You know where the location of your Tesla is all the time. Like, you have the application for it. So that was all weird, but today we've got a lot more news to cover.
Okay.
And the first thing that came out, it was by TMZ, and they reported that the singer David has a tattoo that matches the one found on the body of a 15 girl discovered in his Tesla.
So how old is this nigga? Isn't this nigga like 17, 18? She was 15 when she died. She was 15 when she died, and he's 20. What the fuck? So he's 20 years old and she was 15. Oh, this nigga's fried, bro. What the fuck is wrong with this dumbass nigga? Nigga could have, bro. And he low-key popping, nigga. You could have been with anybody. Stupid ass nigga. Oh, what the fuck?
So he has the tattoo on his index finger, on the inside of his index finger,
cooked.
which is one that Rihanna popularized, that trend where she puts the index finger over her mouth and it has a on it. And so we find out that it's a girl. We didn't even know if it was a girl or a boy or the age of the individual. And in the TMZ article, they say the following. The body has now been identified as 15-year-old Celeste Rivas. Authorities said she had a tattoo on her right index finger with the letters "Shh." David's tattoo is also on his right index finger.
Oh my God,
Then they show a
done.
missing persons report, and it says Celeste Rivas Hernandez, and they show photos of her. Last seen April 5th, 2024. Last seen in Lake Elsinore, California. I think that's in the Inland Empire. Date of birth.
This is crazy,
9/7/2010. This is September 7, 2010. I'm just seeing 2010 and seeing a human being born that year. It really rattles me.
What? Like, that shit just throwed me. I'm not even gonna lie. The fact that niggas is born in 2010, nigga, I was in middle school. I was in fucking middle school at that point. Not gonna lie, I wanna fight? What the fuck? Damn, this nigga punching air right now. Kayla, what's wrong with you? Why you wanna fight for her? Damn. David is fucked beyond belief. Oh, jeez. I literally just saw the shit. Reach out real quick. Pause vid. But she was reported missing when she was 13 and was getting pimped out at 12 or 13. So she was reported missing at 13. Was with this nigga the entire time, clearly, but was getting pimped, was getting fucking whatever the hell was going on with her. Right? God damn, bro.
It still rattles me. Current age,
because there's always some bullshit with creeps.
13 when she went missing.
Nah,
so she's been missing for almost a year and a half from this official report.
Fucking insane,
but we would come to find out later that she was officially missing, but she was in contact with some people until about a month ago. Height 5'3", weight 120 pounds.
This
and then
is
it says
crazy.
last seen wearing gray pants and a black sweater, a hat, and Hello Kitty sandals. Left the house at 9 p.m. on Friday, April 5th. So she left the house at 9 p.m. on a Friday. Yeah. Maybe she was somebody that went out frequently. People did say that.
But I think he got her pregnant and killed her.
Is that she was always in and out. There was instability in the home. And then TMZ says that they spoke with Celeste's mom last week.
Really
she told
is,
us about
bro.
her daughter's tattoo, adding it was in red ink. The mom said Celeste had been missing for more than a year, but she was suspicious of the Tesla discovery because she said Celeste's boyfriend's name was David. David, singer, and then
Jeez, dog. Oh my lord, this is crazy. But just imagine being the fucking parent. Just imagine being the fucking parent, nigga. Oh, I would not rest until this nigga is either 6 feet deep or he's rotting in jail, and he is fucking cellies with the booty warrior. Like, what the hell? And K-Dot, you honestly might be right. I ain't gonna lie. Cause this is, bro, what the fuck is going on? And nigga, you got clout. Like, you're a singer. You can be with anybody. What is wrong with this
we
nigga?
didn't get much information after this, but then, because he hadn't been in LA for over a month. So what people are thinking is, okay, well, maybe this body was decomposed.
Y'all not hear about this?
It was left on a Hollywood
bro,
street,
I
and
literally
it wasn't reported stolen. And David's team,
I was wondering why his fucking
down,
interview was going crazy. Like,
then it would
I
come
was
out
wondering.
later that police were hunting for videos that could identify the driver of David's Tesla in the area where his car was abandoned. And it shows it right here. So this is the street or the neighborhood where the car was found. And this does seem like where events happen, where things happen, and you are likely to get towed here if you're parking at the wrong time. So it says David's Tesla was abandoned on a street in the Hollywood Hills before it was towed and impounded with a dead body inside. And cops are scouring the area where the car was parked and looking for video that would identify the driver and maybe crack the case. They're gonna find video here. There's Ring cameras everywhere.
Oh, absolutely.
Actually, I think I noticed. No way, this isn't Hollywood Hills, right? No, never mind. I thought I noticed that place.
Absolutely.
Multiple people who live on the block where the singer's Tesla was abandoned tell TMZ LAPD swept the area.
Nah, bro, whoever did this shit
down to see if there's Ring camera or surveillance video showing his car. We're told cops are not only asking residents for showing the main street where the car.
I don't think that cause think about it, nigga got bread and shit like that. I don't think he the one that like did it, but he definitely paid somebody to do it. He definitely, feel what I'm saying? Like, he's a big part of it, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like, that's just crazy. This is too much of a coincidence. Your car gets stolen with her body inside, the girlfriend's body inside. She got the same tattoo as you. It's in your name. The mom is saying her boyfriend David, and bro, nigga had something to do with it. That's what I'm saying. Like, he definitely had something to do with it,
was
bro.
towed
Like,
from.
100%.
They're also searching for video showing
100%.
nearby alleyways, suggesting cops believe that Tesla may have been driven through an alley before being abandoned to avoid detection. We know cops got video of the alleyway from.
Bro, I heard you was getting investigated for a RICO.
Footage. We're told the neighbor who called to have.
You must know a different rail. Me in illegal activity? Absolutely not, brother. I already told you I can't go to jail. I cannot go to jail. All right. I go to jail, I already know what time it is. My rectum will get fucked up. I'm just good off that. So I decide not to do illegal activities. Okay? And if I told y'all my 2 strategies if I ever go to jail. 1, I'm going to make up a rumor that my rectum has teeth. Or 2, I'm going to start a big ass brawl and get in solitary confinement for the rest of my sentence. Those are my ideas. But I ain't getting my butt played with.
The car towed earlier this month has since talked to police and turned over footage. But
someone told me that, a fan of yours. That nigga's not my fan then. Shit.
And they were saying that a bunch of these houses are short-term rentals, so it's hard for them to get into contact with the actual owners of the place. And it was called, so the cops were called after the odor got too out of hand. Now, what they say in the report, it's that it's a chopped up and decomposing body inside. Ooh. But other people are saying that the body fell apart because it was severely decomposed. So the LA County medical examiner said the body was severely decomposed and appeared to have been in the car for an extended period of time before being found. But I don't know what an extended period of time is.
Do you know how fucked up of an individual you are to take someone's body, chat? Like, it's a body. It's a human body, bro. Like, it can't move. I don't know if y'all ever seen a real or been very close to a dead body, but it's literally a shell of a person. Cold as ice. No life in it. You can do anything to it and it's not moving or nothing. To take someone's shell of themselves and chop it up, you have to be so heartless. Like, you have to look at that person like a piece of fucking meat. Like, you are heartless at that point. You have no feelings, no soul. Like, you are the type of nigga that niggas rap about that how they want to be. Heartless. That's crazy, bro. Bro, I can't even fucking imagine that shit, bro. Like, what?
Because even in less than a week, a body really starts to stink.
And by the way, I know for a fact that, so if they told the body, I mean, they told the car, right? I think someone did chop it up because it takes about a couple of, like, a week maybe for a body to really start decaying with no proper care for it. Like, without it going to a funeral home, and the funeral home has to, like, I think they got to drain the blood from the body because there's still, there's still blood in the body. Like, it's still, they got to preserve the body for the funeral or something like that, something along those lines, right? For a body to be left alone, for it to start to decay and, like, decapitate and all that stuff, it takes a while. So for them to find that body a couple of days, like, or whatever the timeline is, the timeline doesn't match up to them saying, oh, the body's started to decay, so that's why it was chopped up. Like, no, somebody chopped up that body so it can be unrecognizable. That's basically what I think. That's what I think happened. Like, people do that when they, when they trying to get rid of somebody. They're gonna fuck their body up so much to where they're unrecognizable.
So for it to get to this point, how
but even move on like everything
there?
was normal.
And
He's
how
still
long
on
was it in
tour
the
right
trunk?
now.
And you gotta
This
think,
nigga
for a
David
tow lot,
sus.
the smell has to be
It's
pungent
crazy, bro.
because people aren't like, it's
That's
not like
nuts,
down the
bro.
block, right? Or it's not like a residential area where people are
Like,
constantly walking
what?
around. They're close to the home. Like, tow lot, people are probably not checking for a lot of those cars. The people working there, at least. Then a lot more information started to surface on social media. One post was saying that she left her house wearing Hello Kitty, and David had an obsession with Hello Kitty. There's photos of him wearing a Hello Kitty zip-up hoodie. There's photos of him with Hello Kitty t-shirts, Hello Kitty mugs.
This is crazy.
Very an odd coincidence, if you want to call it that. But then an
This is
alleged
too much of
photo
a coincidence.
him and this girl had surfaced, and it says, Celeste and David don't let me sleep, and it says 3:51 a.m. and it's David and what looks to be that girl Celeste Rivas Hernandez in a FaceTime call with somebody else. And this is one of the craziest, most disturbing things about this guy is there are a bunch of people that knew that this was going on, and this guy wasn't. He was,
and
they
sick too, and they need to go to jail too.
A lot more than I don't.
The motherfuckers who knew about this, they need to go to jail too. Yeah, they need to be sentenced too. If you knew about this, yeah.
I don't even really get it, because I'll give you guys another clip as an example. There was a Discord message that was leaked because this guy had a Discord server, and somebody asked him on December 13th, 2023. So this chick would have been, what, 11 at that time, or 12? And this guy, Lamp, says, hey, who's the girl? And then this dude David says, you are a Fed. It's like, what? And that girl looks like it could be her, but there have been a couple that have looked like her. Like it might be a different girl. But the scariest part about this is that when this first came out, a lot of people were trying to defend it, saying that he was on tour and he kept up appearances. Like, the guy was just doing his shows, tossing out labubu's, saying that he was cooperating with law enforcement. I don't know what cooperation looks like, but on one of the threads, some guy actually shared a story that would come to show us that this guy knew what was going on. And he said the following: this guy's a weirdo. A close friend's little sister from the IE Inland Empire ran away last year, and this is who she was with. We think her sister was peeing her out. Yeah, peeing her out. She was in 7th grade at the time. LAPD sweep
My
this
bad,
place
chap.
in
I'm
the
barely
hill.
talking.
So they're
I'm just
already saying
locked
that
in, bro.
LAPD looked through this guy's crib and she wasn't there. I'm terrified that's who's in the car. Nobody has heard from her in months. I won't release names as she's still a minor, but she was from Lake Elsinore. And this person says, whoa, hope that's not the case. And then you've got someone trying to defend the situation, which is understandable
Stay
at
in
that
this video is
time. But this
important.
person
Okay.
says, it isn't speculation. It literally happened.
Bro.
I don't really care if you've heard nice things about him. That has no impact on my personal negative experience. And we would come to find out that, yeah, that was a chick from that was a girl from Lake Elsinore that was in 7th grade at the time, because she would be in 9th grade right now.
What?
And she is passed away in that trunk. So this guy, now we don't know officially if David's the one that ended it, but we do know that as of now, we have a lot of overwhelming information that this guy was seeing and spending a lot of time
Brother,
with this
you're
girl.
too...
And then there are Discord messages where David in 2022 says Celeste in here, question mark, and then she says, hi, David Bark. So you've got that as one of the replies, which is freaky. And
Bro,
then
this is crazy,
more
bro.
conspiracy theory type things come out where it says David's hit song Romantic Homicide was released on September 7th, which was the birthday of Celeste Rivas Hernandez. This was in 2022. We do have messages going back to 2023 of them, but I don't know if it's this crazy where the person's dropping it.
Jeez, bro.
What were you saying, that he intended on offing the chick years ago? Actually,
wait, let me go back. In the back of my mind, I killed you, and I didn't regret it. I can't believe I said it, but it's true. I hate you. Yeah, that's the what you call it. That's the when he did the video. I mean, yeah, when he did the interview, those are the lyrics that he was singing. That's the lyrics that he was singing.
So if it's it is, he may have known her, because in 2022 he was talking to her, and this was October that we got that message. So she may have been in contact with him at that time, but he may have dropped it on her birthday as like a quote unquote gift to her for her 12th birthday. Oh my God, this is insane. People had O.J. Simpson, and we get this guy. And then there was also a song that leaked on that he made in December of 2023 called Celeste, where he's like, oh, Celeste, the girl with my name tattooed on her chest. Now, this is the thing. We don't know yet if she has his name tattooed on her chest, but he says Celeste in this song multiple times. That's a song that leaked just yesterday.
There's too many,
other
bro.
people that have been talking about how they knew that this was going on.
There's too many like coincidences, bro. Like goddamn, like cuz there's so many coincidences. It's like, bro, you probably ain't do it, but you had something to do with that bit, bro. Like, this is crazy, bro.
They knew that there was a Celeste. People are trying to tie streamers into it, which I think is unfair. There was Jason the Ween, who had met somebody, because Jason the Ween did a song with this guy, and he was cordial with him. He was cool with him. I wouldn't say they're friends, because I can't judge streamer.
Yeah, I was about to say, don't tie me into that motherfucker. If I'm Jason, I'm like, no, buddy. You was a guest on my stream. Don't get it fucked up. Chat. A lot of these motherfuckers, they go on streams and they already know what it is, bro. Some of them go in, they got contracts signed and shit like that. You can't do this, that, and the third, nigga. Like, some of them are just there for a business. Like, it's a business, you know what I'm saying? But, nigga, this shit, don't tie me in that bit.
Friendships. These guys are odd. But this is the thing. This guy was posting to his close friends. This dude, David. There's a post right here. This guy says, David posted pictures of him and Celeste to close friends, so the information they were dating wasn't made public. Dog, how are you posting to close friends? And
Wait, what?
David, there's a post right here. These guys are odd. But he was cordial with him. He was cool with him. I wouldn't say they're friends, because I can't judge streamer celebrity friendships. These guys are odd. But this is
David posted a picture of him and Celeste to close friends, so the information they were dating wasn't made public. Look, calm pic, bro. So this girl was like 11 at this time. Or was she 15? either way, that's fucked up. Like, this is.
This guy was posting to his close friends. This dude, David. There's a post right here. This guy says David posted pictures of him and Celeste to close friends. Crazy. So the information they were dating wasn't made public. Dog, how are you posting to close friends? And he's got Fortnite Battle Royale music. An important detail I have to add.
What's happening? I can't. So basically, this dude, she ended up dead in the back of his Tesla, and it's a long story, but David had a 15-year-old girl in his car. Yeah, this girl ended up dead in the back of his Tesla, and now a whole bunch of shit is starting to come back on him, like a whole bunch of it. And he's still on tour, you know, just living life normally while she's deceased, and she was underage. He was over 18. Yeah.
Here is David is currently 20. I don't know why, but I thought he was older. I feel like you guys would probably think that he was older as well. I just thought he was 24 or 25 or something like that. Now, that doesn't change anything that's been going on here at all. But perhaps that's why he's moving in the way that he is after the girl has been found, or the body had been found, because you would think somebody would just dip out of there. Like, how are you continuing to act like everything's normal? And then there was also Instagram stories of Celeste that he was resharing in 2023, and she has @David with red kissing lipstick emojis, and that's him. And the account was Dean Blunt Lover 444, and he says, "Didn't use my music, SMH," and he reposts that story. The person that made the initial statement on the Reddit before the body was even confirmed to be a man, woman, girl, boy, said, "Sorry for the late response. I'm sure the police have been involved, but I don't know the full detail of C's life. It seemed to me that she has had a broken home life, family life, because the way my sister put it, she would never be home."
What's good, K-Dop? We almost done with this video, bro.
Wasn't there, and I'm not sure if he's still.
I'll keep it real, Keto. I'm just gonna give my opinion on this, but I don't want to see no more videos of this. This shit is getting me. Ugh. Fuck.
Or not. I can ask my sister and get back.
I don't like shit like this, bro. I really don't. Like,
she isn't sure, but I saw a news article of the picture.
Like, I hope the girl gets justice, and I hope that fucking the family gets justice. But Jesus, bro.
But I used the term C just in case it wasn't her, but this confirms it. And this is crazy. And then they also show this was the pic bro showed.
You feel uncomfortable?
This was a picture of.
No, I do want to see, like, if the story gets better, at least. I want to know the full details, but I am going to give my opinion on this shit. But after this video, we gotta get the mood back up, because fuck.
David meeting up around the corner, paying other people that are her age to keep their mouth shut about the situation. And TMZ would report that this was in Lake.
I got hope, bro.
This gets even more disturbing because
Jesus.
Fans went and had a conversation with Celeste's brother, and I'm gonna read you guys.
Okay, first off, you got a brother? Man, the brother, I'll keep it man, bro. The brother gotta be on some shit like, no, bro, you gotta bring my sister back home now. Like, you knew this boy was, like, with your sister and shit like that. He's sharing the story. He's on his story and all that shit. Like, hell nah. Fuck no, bro. Like, you.
Is the conversation right now. He says, "Dude, why does Celeste follow you? All respect to your sister, and I hate how trash people are being. Was it really him? Jesus, all love, man. Yeah, it was him.
Her brother did too. I ain't trying to spoil it, but
followed me. Damn, well, he has it coming. That's wild. Just randomly, did you even ever talk to him?" He said, "I met him once in person." So this guy knew that this situation was going on.
What?
He said, "Did you and your family know of your sister being with them? Like, she was living with them?" All of this stuff
was
so
Ryan?
Confusing and disgusting. "I knew and went to the police about it, but lack of evidence, so it was waved off. I believe this is a thing." And he says, "BS. Now that there's 1,000 people backing you up, that won't happen again. But if they had listened, it won't happen again because she's dead. That's why it won't happen. Even then, they don't do anything. They haven't even done anything towards him."
This is crazy, bro. Nah, bro. This is wild.
About this Diddy thing. People went after Diddy, and Diddy was not in a situation like this. And then he says, "How long has she been gone?" He says, "Dead, 2 weeks." He says, "Damn, that's soon. People have been saying like a month. The dude's a weirdo. His songs all have weird messages. What do you think happened? Like, he didn't want her to expose him being with her?" And this guy says, I don't know. Damn, was your sister like in love with him and choosing
Bro,
to stay? I'm guessing it was all him just
Ryan, this
manipulating.
situation
And the
is
brother
crazy,
says,
bro.
yeah, she was always saying that she was
This
waiting
is
till,
nuts.
yeah, he was waiting till she was 18 to get married and stuff like that. That's impossible, because if that happened, then everyone's just going to rewind and say, hold on, you've been together for this long, or you just got married and this happened. So I think I think David found himself in a situation where he was screwed. Well, he created a situation for himself in which he was screwed, because if they ever separate, she starts talking about the situation, he's screwed. If they
So that's probably why he had why he possibly could have had her. Because T was good, boy. What's good, boy? What's good? What's good? Chad, that's probably why. Like, he was waiting till she turned 18 to get married and shit. Then he found himself in a situation where he's like, oh, we get married and it don't work out and shit, then she gonna tell about everybody about the situation. I'm gonna be a weirdo and all that. And he's like, yeah, I don't want that problem. But still, though, the result of God,
he
bro,
makes it
what
more
the
public
fuck?
than he already was, which is like a very, very, very low.
This is crazy.
Then he's screwed, because people will say,
"Oh,
well,
it's
you met
good.
her
T
all
was
this
good,
time
boy."
ago, and there's all this information out there. So he was screwed regardless. And then he says, what's crazy is all these people in his circle who knew and didn't say anything. I saw one guy got sued by him. I'm sure you would have too if you kept pushing. He says, dog, what? I never knew that. My sister wouldn't say anything ever. And I knew a couple of girls like this when I was.
You running that NCAA?
Like 12,
Hell yeah, nigga.
This was.
You weren't there yesterday. Yesterday, I finally got the starting spot. It took me, I think K-Dot was there. I'm at week 6, but the first week that I fucking got the starting spot, threw for like 325 yards, ran for 100 yards, and had like 6 touchdowns, nigga. Come on, man. Watch, we gonna get on NCAA. We gonna get on it.
Situation. They leave. They disappear from school for a month, 2 months, and then come back.
He was 19. She was 14. They were dating privately. This shit's sick as fuck. Nah. Yeah, this nigga. It's not hard to get a read. What the fuck? This nigga needs to be in jail.
There's a Discord. Well, this guy didn't even know that. This Discord was likely where this was all born. He says, yeah, it was just his fan Discord and stuff. I wasn't in it, obviously, but from what I know, he was decently active in it. And some screenshots and screen recordings were posting today and yesterday after the news. Showed one guy saying this. And that was one of the fans saying, show the one with the missing girl, Celeste Rivas Hernandez. And that's David talking about, I'm in a song crisis right now. So this person in the Discord knew that David had some involvement with the girl that was already known as missing. And he says 95% sure it's legit. Someone who was in the server before it was locked screen recorded them looking up this message, and it wasn't edited or anything. He says, what the F? No effing way, dude. Please send me more if you know. And then he goes on and he says, only a small number of people were aware until today. I wish I would have known. I could have used this. He says, you didn't have
we ain't watching no more of these videos.
He says, yeah, I was
fuck that.
Because someone took an SS of her account.
Y'all niggas send me some funny shit. Cause this shit is crazy.
The photos and stuff. And he says, are these photos her? And that song was an unreleased David song. And this is just stuff proving the messages are real. And then that guy says, yes, those photos are of her. He says, do you know any of your sister's Instagram accounts? And then he shows those text messages back and forth. He says, that's my sister, dog. And he shows more photos of his sister. He says, yeah, you think this is real? He says, yes, I do. I know who Gus is. He's dead. He says, what happened? He says, he got shot up, dead. And he says, you think by David or some other ish? He says, some other stuff. So who knows what this Gus guy was involved with, but the way that this Gus guy came into play is this text thread had spread, and it was supposed to be, or what people were saying was Celeste, and he also says that he believes this is true. Celeste on the left side, and in the red is a friend of Celeste's, a family, like maybe like a sister or cousin, something like that. And it was someone checking up on her and says, I'm just gonna check up on you. And then Celeste says, I don't want to talk to anyone. That's it. Okay, yes, of course. But you have to swear you're going to stay safe. Are you still going to talk to David or go back with him? Because I don't want you to get into any more trouble with him. I'm safe. No, I'm not. So she's not going back to David. Okay, I love you. I'll text you in about a week. Don't delete Insta. Love you too, and I won't. And then she says, I made it. And then she says, it can bleed and not bleed during sex because you probably did it when you were younger. I didn't because I wasn't horny. And then she says, you said you bled? She says, I thought I did, but I just got my period. I only bled with David. And then she says, with Gus, and this is the same Gus that guy's talking about that's dead. With Gus, I was just drunk and did it because he got mad at me the first time for not getting with him. So that Gus that was also followed by David and followed by that account is now dead, according to the brother of Celeste, who is also dead. So that's almost all of the information that's out right now. There's a couple of other things, like the guy that he got called a Fed, he's been talking and saying some stuff, and people have been sharing some Discord messages, but it's nothing like so damning that we've got to add. But let me know what y'all think of this in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. And
bro, ban him.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
Bro. 3 people dead in this situation now. Bro. There's like some situations. There's like some situations where it's like you just can't like be like, all right, it's just a coincidence. This is just a coincidence. Nigga, that ain't no damn coincidence. Yeah, K-Dot, you was right though. I ain't even gonna lie. What the fuck, dude? Like, you're too involved. Like, there's just too much shit going on to where 3 people dead in this situation. One of the people was the girl who this nigga David was seeing, who was underage. This nigga Gus and the girl who was missing's brother. Unless this nigga has the greatest lawyer of all time, he's going to jail. Like, that's just point blank. He's going. Tesla in your name, like, you're going. 13 years old, by the way, bro. Like, you're going. Like, you're going. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, bro. All I know is I'm not even gonna try to. I don't want to even try to talk about this fucking situation, bro. Fuck that. Fuck that, nigga. Hell nah. That shit is too. Yeah, this David. See, now this